Picture this. A recording studio somewhere far, far away.
Welcome, Watchers of Illusion, to my Castle of Confusion, and I'm revisiting Cannon Fodder on the Amiga, because for those of you who've seen the original review, the review was fine. The main problem that I had with it was that the graphics quality was so bad that it didn't really show off the game, so I'm bringing you a repeat performance, and it's one of those games. Any excuse to have gone back and done it is just amazing, because it's a great game. I'm playing this on a 1200 hard drive, so it's nice and quick and speedy, but hopefully not too speedy, because we don't want to cock anything up while we're going, because it's too fast. But if you haven't played Cannon Fodder before, you're in for a bit of a treat. So here we go. Basically, well, you'll see in a second anyway. So you get your briefing before you start to play, and basically kill all the enemies. Once you've done that, it's on to the next mission. It's very, very simple. Just read the briefing, do what the briefing says, and you move on. So, here we are, with our two little soldiers. There they are, Jules and Jops. Now that should complete the mission. There we go. Right, so, you get the idea. You control everything with the mouse, so you really don't have any problems with anything else. You don't have to touch the keyboard, and it's everything can be just done with one hand. Steady, boys. Anyway, yeah, it's really nice. So you get these victory screens, or you get players lost. Excuse the flashing. For some reason, when it's accessing the drives, it's a bit flashy for some reason. Not sure why, but there we go. So yes, you get more recruits as you go along, and they will fill up the path there. Anybody that you lose during your missions, their little gravestones will pop up on the hills. Yes. So all the levels have got these little captions on them. So we're going to bridge over the River Pye, which is a take on Bridge over the River Kwai, of course. So there you go. So we'll have a look at it graphically. Being sensible software, it is what it is. Very simple, but very effective. So now we've got three soldiers. We've got Jules, Jops, and Stu. So yeah, it's really, really quite simple. But have a look at this. I mean, yes, there's a lot of green, but we're in a jungle. So yeah. But you've got the plants, you've got the birds flying overhead, quite nicely animated as well, which is always a good thing when it comes to these sort of games. But you can see where they got the idea for the sprites for Sensible Soccer. Very, very similar. Now, when you come across these guys, you just hover your mouse over them, and you get a targeting reticle, and then you right click and they will just open fire at wherever you've got that reticle at. So there you go, found a couple more, and I will see if I can if I do it, probably by accident anyway, but you can actually just multiple shoot them. I did it there you go. So you can multiple shoot these guys. I think I'm in the first review, I think I managed to shoot one over the trees. It's just one of those little bonus extras. So yeah, I mean, graphically it's cool. It does the job, and can't really fault it. It's nice and done. This game was also released on the CD32, and this is just a complete wild guess. I think it was on the Super Nintendo as well. But the Amiga version's always been the one that's been closest to my heart, because the Amiga is what I own, very close to my heart. And I just love this game. I remember getting this game for Christmas one year. It was actually released in December, so they were obviously targeting the Christmas audience. But the game did run into quite a lot of controversy, and because there was I think it was a Daily Mail. They tried to insinuate that the that Sensible Software were basically trying to make war glamorous. Now, I don't see that at all, because as far as I was aware, the game was actually anti-war. But there you go. I know the British Legion had a bit of a whinge because the poppy was being used as a graphic, which was actually originally going to be on the front cover. But they changed it to, I think it was a soldier on the front box instead. So yeah, so it's not without its controversy, folks. Now you can see here, I can't fire while I'm in the water, but the other enemy soldiers will wade in and come swimming happily towards you. Now the maps are quite big as well. Some maps are smaller than others, but they do get quite big. Now, as you can see in the left-hand panel, at the bottom you've got like a squashed earth. Well, that's your map. There's one of our little dudes floating around in the water. Click on the map and it'll show you where you are and where your objectives might be. So if there's buildings you've got to destroy, it'll show those on the map. It'll show you where your exact current position is and all that kind of stuff too. It's worth doing it if you feel that you're starting to get a bit lost on what to do and where to go. There's quite a lot of nice little touches as well. You get like little skeletons on the floor. You get German soldiers on. I think that's German. Little blue guys. We'll see those shortly anyway. But the other thing I like is that the AI isn't too bad either. The enemy soldiers will make an effort to come and try and find you and kill you, which is lovely of them. Later on stages you'll get things like traps and other nasty things that will happen. Oh yes, just a quick heads up for you. When you are doing this, make sure with the crates, if you've got more than one building to destroy, then collect them. Don't blow them up like I've just done here. And the other thing is, you've got to be careful of where the roof of the building lands, because if it lands on you, then you lose one of your soldiers. Have I lost? Oh, we'll find out in a second. Have I lost anybody? Oh no, we're still going well. Now if you watch this, they all get promoted as they get past that centre line. So there you go, Jules has been promoted, Jops has been promoted, and Stu will now go up another bar. There we are. So they've all been promoted. Now what promotion does, if I remember rightly, is that it will enhance your firing and your precision, and also your the length of the distance away that you can be before you can shoot somebody. So if you can try and keep your guys alive, then obviously it works in your favour because of the bonuses, which is always a nice thing. Oh, now we're going into an Antarctic one now. I like the snowy levels, they're quite fun. So there was a Christmas one as well. There was a Christmas cannon fodder on the front of on Amiga Power, I believe it was. But basically it was Cannon Fodder and Sensible Soccer, where you played as the Sensible Soccer teams, but there was a hand grenade as a ball. I seem to remember that. I can't remember which year it was, but it might have been the year after this was released. God, who remember? What's happened to that guy up there? I didn't shoot him, did I? Did he fall off the cliff? Yeah, for those of you wondering, it's the guy spurting blood out of his neck in the top left of the screen. But yeah, absolutely love this game. I could play this. Now they did do. There were two sequels actually. First one was done by Sensible, and the second, the Cannon Fodder 3, which was not great. Saying that, Sensible Soccer. See, I've got that in my head now. Cannon Fodder 2 was not brilliantly received either, because they went down the time travel route with it, which was a little bit strange. But, you know, that review will be coming soon. Now, the CD32 version I'm going to be looking at some point in the future as well. Obviously, that was used with a CD32 controller rather than mouse. So we'll have to see how that compares to playing it on a mouse, because it's so easy. It's point and click, basically. So if you're familiar with using your mouse, then you'll find no problems with this game. Now, the way you can do grenades, as you can see them, I've got them equipped in the top left-hand panel. Now what you have to do is you have to hold down the right mouse button and then click your left mouse button and they'll lob a grenade, which is great fun. So that's how you destroy the buildings. Took me a while to figure that out because I haven't played this for a while, actually since the first time I reviewed it, and I think I struggled then too, but it's just such a fun game. And no, it doesn't glorify war, so, you know, just come and have a go at Cannon Fodder. It's great fun, because war has never been so much fun. Oh, and if you want to listen to the theme tune, by the way, I've added it. I'll add it to the end credits, so you'll be able to listen to the song. A great song as well. It's one of those theme tunes that just sticks in your head. Once you've heard it, you'll be singing it forever. But very cool indeed. Now on the disc system, it was 3 discs for your Amiga. I believe one was probably like the song and the intro, and the gameplay was on discs 2 and 3. You could save your progress as well as you go along. So if you save at the start of a mission, on the basically when you've got the screen where you see all your little recruits, if you save on that screen and you happen to lose soldiers that you've been building up quite nicely, just reload your game and start again. You know, it's just one of those little tips, I would say, because this game does get quite a bit harder after a while. So just be warned that although this looks easy, it does get a lot harder. Which brings me on to playability, really. Which, as you can see, it's simple to pick up and play. That's not an issue at all. But you've got to keep on your toes. Oh, did I just lose a guy then? I'm not sure. I think the roof landed on my bloke? Anyway, never mind. Oh, no, it looks like I've still got all 3 of them. But yeah, as the missions go as well, you'll get extra amount of soldiers. So am I getting a victory or am I getting a player lost? Oh, lost in service. No. So yeah, this is the screen you'll get. Oh, we lost Jules. No way. Oh. Did I get shot then, or did the roof land on me? I'll catch that. I do apologise about the flashing. I think it's because it's the 1200 and it's a fair bit faster. You can see the grave there on the side of the hill. You do start getting attached to these little guys, so just be warned about that as well. But all in all, this is a great game, and your replay value is absolutely spot on. You will come back to this again and again. If you don't enjoy it, then that's fine. You know, not everybody's going to enjoy it, but for the majority, I think you probably would, and it's worth giving Cannon Fodder a go, just purely for the fun factor. It's one player, but you can do the old switcheroo. If you lose a level, then you hand it over to someone else to have a go at. But you know, there are good levels of detail in this. The sound is good too, as you can probably hear the birds squawking in the background. There's no sort of in-game music, so to speak, unless you win. In which case, there's like this celebratory sort of little theme tune that comes in, which is always a good thing too. So all in all, Cannon Fodder wraps it up in a nice, neat package with a big, bright bow on top. So if you're into this sort of game, because there is a modicum of strategy here, it's not just about running around killing people. You can also segregate your teams, so you can actually have different characters splitting off from the main group, and you can get them sort of camping out in various areas. You can set them to defensive and all this kind of stuff. So yeah, there's an element of tactics, and that's going to appeal to a lot of players as well. So despite its deceivingly simple graphics, the game has a lot to offer for a lot of different people. So you've got your strategists, you've got your shoot 'em up fans, just almost something for everybody. Apart from platforms. There's no platforms in this game, so that's probably the only thing missing. Anyway, what I'm going to do now, folks, I'm going to disappear. I will be back very soon with a brand new review. I just wanted to revisit Cannon Fodder because it came up. Somebody commented on the other day, and it brought it back to my attention. It's something I've wanted to do for a while, but I just really didn't get around to doing it. So I'm glad I've done this, and I hope you've enjoyed it. So this has been Cannon Fodder on the Amiga. Hope you've enjoyed the review. leave me some comments and I will get back to you. And yeah, let me know. Did you play Cannon Fodder back in the day? Have you played Cannon Fodder recently? Did you ever finish it? And what are your best memories of the game? So let me know in the comments. I'll get back to you very, very soon. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoy the rest of the little playthrough here, and I will be back very soon with a brand new one for you. Until then, my friends, you keep it retro, and as always, it's bye for now. Ta-da!
Incoming transmission.